second month of the year 2014 begins, I just feel strongly led to share this with whomever it benefits. You know, a term that is used quite often in our society is bored. I am bored. As a matter of fact, one of my children said that to me earlier today. Mom, I am bored. I'm not so much concerned when maybe little kids say that. You know, they might need to be gainfully occupied, or maybe they're tired or something of that nature, or needing some attention. But I tell you what, it really, really bothers me when I hear teenagers, and particularly when I hear adults, grown people saying, I'm bored. Why is that so? Well, you know, in Ephesians 5:15 through 16, there's a verse that tells us to be careful and to make sure that we're redeeming the time, for the days are evil. And you wonder, you know, why would that word be used, redeem? What exactly does it mean? I went to study it in the Greek version, and it talks about, it really comes from two words, right? When we talk about redeeming time, redeem being ex, exagoras, and time being kairos. And the concept of time not just being just regular time, if you will, like what time is it, but understanding of time having some specificity. So, for instance, if you are a farmer and your harvest in the field is ready, it's not just about when do you feel like, or when will you make time to go harvest. There is an opportune time to go and get that harvest. And if you don't do that in that time, you basically have missed out on the harvest. And so when I hear adults talking about being bored, it really, really concerns me, because what it says to me is that that person is not being a good steward of that which God has given them. You know, there are people, many people across the world right now, who are begging for time. They've been given some, prognosis or diagnosis, and have been told they only have so much time left, and they are looking for ways to stretch that out and to make more time, to have more time, if you will. And of course, we know that time is not in our hands. It's in God's hands, but not our hands. So what we have is what we have. And so when we have time and we choose not to redeem it, we choose not to purchase it, we choose not to do something useful with it, that essentially amounts to a, someone who has been given an assignment over something, and they have chosen to be irresponsible with it. There's some kind of idea that we have that we control time, or that time is in our hands, and you get to it when you get to it. But I'm here to tell you today that if you have ever made that statement, I am bored, it is time to grow out of it right now. You have work to do. There is work in the world for you to do. And if you sit around talking about I am bored, you are definitely not fulfilling the purpose for which you were designed. So if you're one who frequently finds yourself with lots of time and nothing to do, then can I say this? It is time to redeem that time. This is the opportune time to sit down and say, God, what am I here for? What is my purpose? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't have free time. You shouldn't have time to relax. You shouldn't have time to sleep. Yes, but even that, you understand how much time you're allotting to it. I'm talking about people who are straight up saying, I am bored. I do not know what to do with my time. There are too many hurting people. There's too much knowledge out there of which you do not have any idea of. There are inventions that still need to come out into the world. And for you to say, I have nothing to do with the time that I have, is kind of like, well, I'm done here, so let my time be over. So I really want to challenge you in 2014. No longer permit yourself to be in a state of boredom. Set up a reading plan. Figure out something that you're not good at that you want to get better in, and everybody has something, some area where they need to grow. Find a need in your community and go volunteer. Read to kids. Sign up as a mentor with Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Go and volunteer in nursing homes. Do something constructive. But don't sit around talking about, I am bored. And just one last note, one of the things that my mother always used to say to me when we were growing up, she would always say, you know what, don't talk to me about being bored. Because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. And this is absolutely true. So again, if you're someone who's not doing anything with your time, anything constructive, you're really giving the devil an opportunity to come in and fill your head and consume your time with things that have no eternal value, and worse, things that may take you away from spending eternity with God. There is work to be done, and you are an important part of that work that needs to be done. Let's be able to count on you to redeem your time. Let your family be able to count on you to redeem your time. Let you be able to count on you to redeem your time, to use your time wisely. And let God be able to count on you as one of his faithful stewards because you redeem your time. God bless you.